Okay, people, this review is late. It's real late. I'm not even gonna deny it. And the main reason why is because I fell asleep. I'm not gonna lie, I fell asleep during Raw and I never really found the time to actually go back and watch it. But now that I recorded it and I had a chance to see it again, I will say this. It was still boring. Except for two segments. One, the highlight reel. Now, not a lot of people probably cared or really noticed that CM Punk was gone, but I will say this. It was a great setup for Payback. Because a lot of people, for those that actually did care, was wondering what was in CM Punk's head. What was going on with CM Punk, and since he's been gone for nearly 6 weeks. So, I think it was a great setup to start something with Chris Jericho. It was a great setup for Chris Jericho because even though CM Punk wasn't there, he had a legitimate gripe. I mean, he can't call himself the best in the world if he hasn't been around for 6 months. So the way the whole thing was set up was brilliant, in my opinion. And also, one of the matches that I really enjoyed was a tag team match between Team Hell No and two members of the Shield. Reigns and Rollins, the other guy. But honestly, that was a really good match. I was not really anticipating it being a good match. I thought it was just going to be a regular filler. But honestly, it was a really good match. I really enjoyed myself watching that match. Now, there was one match that pissed me off a lot. And I'm going to actually have a rant about it. And I'm going to probably put the rant on a little bit later. I was really upset with Fandango versus Wade Barrett. Now, everyone pretty much knows how I feel about Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett is a great character. He's a great guy. All around awesome on the mic. Very charismatic. He's a guy you love to hate, and he's an excellent fighter. And you have him lose to Fandango. Okay, I could rant about this for like hours, but I'm going to rant about it later on my next video. But for real, that was just absolutely ridiculous. But honestly, there were certain setups that I actually did like. I'm kind of looking forward to Payback. I think Payback is going to actually be a good pay-per-view, and here's why. They actually did give us one match. The pretty much is going to be the main event for Payback. It's going to be John Cena versus Ryback in a 3 Stages of Hell match. Now, we really haven't seen the 3 Stages of Hell match in a while, and I absolutely enjoy them. Even though when it makes the number 3, they're completely out of it, and it's a really like a nail biter of a match, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. I think the first one is going to be a lumberjack match. The second match, good grief, I can't remember. The second match is going to be a tables match. And the third match is going to be an ambulance match. I think that's a great setup. So I will say this. They are doing pretty good promoting, putting all their resources and everything into Payback. And I absolutely am looking forward to this pay-per-view. I think it's going to be pretty good. Now, from the video that I actually saw Mr. Parkin do, which was absolutely hilarious, I may add, I will say that it is constant overkill of the WWE app. And it does kind of suck, the fact that it absolutely takes everything away from the show itself. I understand actually showing the match during the break. You go to the WWE app if you actually want to see it continue. I get that. I understand that. But the one thing I don't get is, why do you have all this exclusive footage that is germane to the storyline itself all in WWE app? That's kind of overkill. You're going to have people download the app anyway because everybody has a smartphone. You don't have to necessarily worry about that. It makes no sense for the overkill. That's just me, in my opinion. But overall, for this show, I have to say this show was meh. It was meh. It was going to forever be meh, and that's why I fell asleep, except for 2 segments. Now, it's nice to hear that CM Punk is going to actually make his return at Payback because we haven't seen him in a while. But I will say that the highlight reel, as well as the match, the tag team match, was a good match to watch. I'm not going to deny that. But all in all, the overall show was just completely mediocre. And It could have been better, but they did have improvement. So I'm not going to say it was horrible. But I want to hear what you guys thought about Monday Night Raw and how you feel about it. Even though it's towards the end of the week, I still want to hear what you guys have to say about this Raw that just passed us. Leave me a comment in the comment section below or send me a video response. I am all up and all ears to hear what you guys have to say about this past Raw. This is Nature Girl 30 signing off. Peace out. Later.